Jalen.
The Clippers can do whatever the hell they want, but I'm not going. I'm not going to trust them. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
We'll move on to this one, and I'm gonna leave you guys to do this because you guys have the stronger opinions. You guys might agree on this one, but who is more dangerous in one game, Steph or LeBron? Who wants to start? Go. The floor is yours. Whoever wants to start the fire.
Okay, I'll take it real quick. Easy, LeBron James. I think it's a scary, scary, scary weapon when a guy like LeBron James can make J.R. Smith, Matthew Dellavedova, Larry Nance Jr., Mike Dunleavy, like guys like that, like look like really, really good, serviceable NBA players, but really they're not. Like it's a weapon to make your teammates so significantly better on the court than what they actually are, and on top of that, you are LeBron James too. So it's the fact that he makes people so much better that, like, Timofey Mozgov got a 4-year, $64 million contract because of LeBron James. You know, like guys get paid after they play with LeBron James because he makes them look so damn good. And you know, LeBron, that's such a tough, like, to make people so confident and so secure that they can play so well behind this guy. I think it's a scary weapon, and I think it's a very unique weapon. And on top of that, he can score the ball, he can rebound the ball. He can defend at a high level when he wants to. At his heyday, he used to be one of the best defenders in the NBA, even though it is his heyday right now. But I'm talking about athletic prime. But yeah, I think definitely LeBron James is a scary offensive weapon. I'd take him over Steph Curry any freaking 7 days out of 7 of the week, 365 out of 365 days a year. Like, no question, unequivocally.
And Jalen.
Jose Calderon is playing in Spain. Jordan Clarkson's still in the NBA. Jeff Green's still in the NBA. Where's George Hill? Philly, eh? George Hill's in Philly. Rodney Hood's warming the bench for the Raptors. Kyle Korver's retired. Kevin Love is throwing games in Cleveland. Larry Nance is in Cleveland, I think.
Yeah.
He's still in Cleveland? Okay. Cedi Osman's in Cleveland. Kendrick Perkins is a horrible analyst. J.R. Smith is off the Henny at home.
Tristan Thompson's in Boston.
Tristan Thompson's out here cheating again. Okaro White. I don't even know who that is.
Okaro White. Great name out of the NBA, though.
Ante Zizic is playing in Croatia right now. Like, he carried these guys to the finals.
Yeah.
That's impressive. 1, 2, like, bro, that's 6 guys who are either out of the NBA or warming benches.
And they play rotation minutes.
That's crazy. And they play 30 minutes a game. 30 minutes a game. And then I look at Stephanie, who had Hall of Fame Draymond Green, Kelly Oubre, Defensive Player of the Year, top 5 power ranking Andrew Wiggins, James Wiseman, 41% shooting from the 3 Jordan Poole, Juan Toscano Anderson, Eric Pascal, Kevin Looney. Like, there's no situation in which I would pick Steph Curry over LeBron. LeBron shows up in every single big game you ask him to. Steph Curry doesn't. It's that plain and simple. And it's no hatred to Steph Curry because I think he's one of the 4 most transcendent players in NBA history in terms of the ability 100%. To change the game. That's Steph Curry. He's one of the 4. There are 4 guys who changed the NBA, and Steph Curry is one of them. But I'm not taking him over. Like, I'd be fried if I took him over LeBron.
Yeah. So, final question. After watching the play-ins, what are your thoughts? Adam Silver wants to keep them a thing. Do you agree or disagree? Like I said, I know we talked about this before, but the difference is now we saw that one game versus, like, I'll even start this. That one game versus the Warriors versus the Lakers was an amazing basketball game. I don't think we can deny that. Steph Curry and LeBron going at each other one game, that was amazing. But in an 82-game season, and with the way it kind of discredits the people who finish, like, I know we mentioned this before, the end of the season when they go full throttle, it kind of discredits them. So, Mukhtar, I'll start with you, and then Jalen will go with you. How do you guys feel about the playing game now that you have watched one? Is this something that you want to see going forward?
Entertaining basketball for sure. When something's on the line, there's always going to be great basketball. I think, yeah, I enjoyed a couple of the playing games. A couple of them I didn't really enjoy, like the blowouts. Was not a enjoyable experience, but I think the playing game it could stay. I don't really care if it stays or not. It doesn't really affect my life, but it's another just money maker for the NBA. It does produce good content because teams are gonna play hard because there's something on the line.
Mm-hmm.
But like Quab said, that game, like that Lakers game versus the Golden State Warriors, that was just fate that LeBron got injured and AD got injured, so that they got a good product out of it. And even that Memphis game against Golden State, like that was just a show. That was a great show, but I did like it this year. But I'm not a big fan of it personally.
Yeah, and
I think it's gonna stay
too,
though. I think it's definitely gonna stay though because they got a lot of viewership and people enjoyed it. And I think if people enjoy it, it's here to stay.
I think also it goes with the fact that the Warriors and the Lakers game was amazing, and then to turn it around, the Warriors lost to the Grizzlies, and I don't know about you, I expected the Warriors to 100% win that game. When they lost that game and they made it to overtime, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's where the NBA is gonna be like, we got revenue, the games were good. We rejuvenated basketball in that kind of light, so it's gonna be hard to move away from it. But Jelon, what's your view?
And Jason Tatum dropping 50 was kind of sick.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, we can't forget that. Dropping 50 on the Jelon's boy there.
My boy, I'm not a Bradley Beal fan. Respect me. I'd like to start off by saying, again, I told y'all Steph Curry was not going to make the playoffs. Y'all didn't believe me. Y'all didn't want to listen. That's okay. You found out the hard way because now Ashley owes me shoes. So I'll send you the link to the shoes that I want. Ashley, I appreciate you. Better luck next year. But I'm okay with the playing game staying as long as it's just in the Western Conference. I don't want to see any playing games in the East. What am I going to look at Charlotte, Indiana for? For what? Both their both teams, their fans are golf crowds. It's just silent claps whenever anybody does.
Yo, Indiana's a basketball town, bro.
It looked mad boring in the first game. Maybe because it was a blowout, but I just keep it in the West because I think Portland, Golden State would have been a dope matchup. Dallas, Golden State would have been a dope matchup. Even the Spurs, Memphis was a dope matchup. Like Jonas Valanciunas went from Riley McClain to Bill.
Shout out to Riley.
Shout out to Riley McClain. He went from Riley McClain to Bill Walton in one game, and then against the Warriors turned back into Riley McClain. You know what I mean? So like, I think Riley's a hooper. Riley's certified still. But I think I would just keep it in the West, bro. Like I don't want to see anybody from the East play.
Yeah, you know, like in the East too, with the Spurs were sub 500, but in the East you have from seven, from like seven down usually. Everyone is sub 500, you know what I'm saying?
And not like 2-3 games under 500. Like
10. Like
6-7, bro. Like nah, NizeDat fam. NizeDat.
Yeah, so I do understand where you're coming from because those Western Conference games were obviously better than the East. Yeah. The East played out the way it was supposed to. The West, like I said, like Memphis really shocked a lot of people. And
I think the better team won, like you said, in the East. Like the best teams won.
Yeah, exactly. In the West, it went like it was one of those in football when it's playoff time, one bad game and you lose, and that's what happened to the Warriors. They had a good game against the Lakers, terrible game. I wouldn't say terrible game, but not a great game against the Grizzlies. Evidently they lost, and I'm not a Steph Curry hater, but Steph Curry played like shit in overtime. Man had 0 points, 0 rebounds, and 0 assists.
Wasn't he like 15 of 38 or something like that?
I don't know what his exact stats were, but I know his stat line was a bunch of donuts in overtime.
Like J-Lo said earlier though, Dylan Brooks is for real. Like this guy, like the night before or 2 nights before shut down DeMar DeRozan, like completely nullified DeMar DeRozan. And then the next night, like, man, he really put Steph Curry in a bottle. Like the defensive versatility from being able to guard a 6'7" guy who shoots over people, who, like has a crazy mid-range game that's just all about like creating a little bit of space to shoot contested shots and constantly stop him, to another guy who's completely different, who plays off of movement, who plays off of like agility. And I think that's impressive that he can go from guarding a guy like DeMar DeRozan to a guy like Steph Curry and then do fantastic. So I give that to the credit to Dillon Brooks.
Steph Curry was 5 of 14 while being guarded by Dillon Brooks.
I know DeRozan was like 0 of 10, something like that, like some crazy like that.
Shout out to the Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's from Mississauga, baby.
And then Steph Curry was 13 of 28 shooting from the floor. So the other 14 shots, he was 7 of 14. So he shot 58% when guarded by anyone else, and was 5 of 14 when being guarded by Dillon Brooks. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's crazy.
That is actually wild. We're gonna end it there. Thank you for tuning in to NizeDat. Every round of the playoffs, we're always gonna do our predictions. So every time when it goes to the semifinals, we're gonna do another prediction. When it goes to the conference finals, and so on and so on. But quickly, guys, right now, before we do our every round predictions, what is your finals predictions?
Lakers, Sixers.
Bet. No explanation. Just go with your thing. Jalan, what did you say?
I have Lakers, Milwaukee.
Damn.
I like that one too.
I do like that one. I'm gonna go different, and I'm gonna go Nets and Clippers. Yeah.
That would be sick.
Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna go Nets and Clippers. I'm gonna regret choosing the Clippers, but I'm gonna say that. I did that in one of my playoff brackets, so I have to stay consistent with it. But I would change it. But I'm gonna go with that for now. All right, yo guys, thank you for tuning in. We'll be back with more playoff talk on the next episode.
Have a great day. Peace.